What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dylan. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully each and every single one of you are feeling fine and fantastic. Today we're going to take a look at the movie Casino. Now, I do know that it goes for 2 hours and 58 minutes. Sorry guys, it's hotter as a witch's titty in here, so I've got the window open, I've got the natural light coming through, because when I don't have the natural light coming through, it looks a little bit like this, and it's not as good. I'll show you. See, this is with just, you know what I mean, basic lights, no natural light coming through. It doesn't look as good either, and it's hot as hell with that window closed, so that's why I've got it open. So yeah, I do know this has got, I know this has got Frank Vincent in it. This has got Sharon Stone. It's got Joe Pesci, it's got Robert De Niro, James Woods, John Manca. It's got a lot of actors that I do know as well, actors and actresses. So I'm looking forward to jumping straight into this, guys. And yeah, I'm just trying to find where here in Spain to watch this. So yeah, let's just jump straight into this, guys. In 2 seconds you will see it, but it'll probably take me a good 20-30 minutes to find out where I can watch it from, because I can't watch it anywhere. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump straight into it. Go check it out in full over on Patreon with me. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Now let's get it. Let's go. Come on. Patreon's down in the description, by the way. A lot of people ask me, where is Patreon? Down in the description down below, guys. Down in the description is the best way to support us, guys. Quite literally, like, you supporting us over on Patreon pays for everything every month to keep this running. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, and me being able to pay my editor. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Let's go.
When you love someone, you've got to trust them. There's no other way. I believed that's the kind of love I had.
Jesus Christ. Martin Scorsese. Casino.
I was so good that whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country. I was given one of the biggest casinos in Las Vegas to run, the Tangiers. But at night, you couldn't see the desert that surrounds Las Vegas.
That's hilarious.
But it's in the desert where lots of the town's problems are solved.
A lot of holes in the desert.
Someone told me about that.
But here, I'm Mr. Rothstein. I'm not only legitimate, but running a casino. For guys like me, Las Vegas washes away your sins. It's like a morality car wash. And along with making us legit, comes cash. Tons of it. I mean, what do you think we're doing out here in the middle of the desert? It's all this money. We're the only winners. The players don't stand a chance. Now, this place was off limits. Even I couldn't get inside.
The guys inside the counting room were all slipped in there to skim the joint dry. Somehow somebody's always looking the other way. Now look at these guys. They look busy, right? Meanwhile, you're in and you're out.
And look, I've been saying this for years, right? The thing is, right, it's even been a few people being in trouble through it. See, casinos, for example, right, casinos would declare a profit, I don't know, a daily profit. I'm just doing a rough estimate here, guys. A daily profit of 100 and something thousand, yeah? But they make close to 500, 600, 700,000 on that day. And I've been saying this for a very long time. The cash that goes through, they only declare 20, 25% of it. That way, they can get the other cash in hand. And they can hide it by paying people off. But also, the thing is about that money, that 25% or 20% that they declare what they have made in that day, it adds up in the total at the end of the month. So that at the end of the month or end of the week, they will declare that to the authorities, yeah, wherever they are in America, the IRS, everything like that. They will declare that. But the cash flow that's going through, technically you can't have that detected at all. So that's why a lot of things happen in casinos. A lot of things.
Now that suitcase was going straight to one place, right to Kansas City. That suitcase was all the bosses ever wanted, and they wanted it every month.
See? Told ya.
The bosses would come from all over the place. Detroit, Cleveland,
By the way, I
Milwaukee.
know that casinos make a lot more than what I just said, but I was just saying it for reference, Jay, just for a rough reference. There's casinos out there that make millions of dollars a day, like real top casinos that make millions of dollars a day, and I know for a fact the lower ones make a couple of grand profit per day, yeah?
These are the guys who secretly control Las Vegas. And that's where you had to go if you wanted to borrow money to buy a casino. Unless
I've always said that these people that get so much money and they get it through black money or whatever, and then they have these massive houses and massive, let's just say, lifestyles, bro. That's the easiest way to get caught. It's the easiest way to get caught.
Andy Stone, the head of the Teamsters Pension Fund, was a legitimate guy.
Very auspicious on behalf of the Teamsters Pension Fund. My pleasure to present you
But Andy also took orders.
for the new Tangier.
He did what he was told.
you didn't want to know too much.
You don't have to have a license to work in a casino. All you gotta do is apply for one. And what happens is they take your application, they put it at the bottom of the pile. I know guys been working there for 30 years, though.
You know that what he just said is bloody true. Is exactly what happens. Oh my gosh, he hit the nail on the head right there. All right, this movie's gonna be great.
And that's how they got Ace to take over. They wanted him because Ace ate, slept, and breathed gambling.
Yep.
They worked out a real cute job title, too. Tangier's Public Relations Director. He'd find out the kind of inside stuff nobody else knew, and that's what he put his money on. Season after season, the prick was the only guaranteed winner. All they had to do was ring the bell and take the money, especially Remo. Ace made more money for them on a weekend than I could do heisting joints for a month.
Keep it up. Okay, he's... Hey, Nick. You like
I'll be right out.
Just remember, sports washing is a thing, by the way. Sports washing is a massive thing. It's a massive problem in football, soccer.
They all made money with us.
Okay?
How did Nicky collect?
every week.
Oh, wow. Get out. Jesus Christ. Nicky's a friend and a half, huh?
While I was trying to figure out why the guy was saying what he was saying, Nicky just hit him. You beat Nicky with fists, he comes back with a bat, because he'll keep coming back and back until one of you is dead.
Huh.
It's the county commissioner's cousin. I wouldn't give the bum a mop job.
But still, I had no choice. I had dozens of politicians and state officials coming through that place every week.
See, but that's the thing. When shit hits the fan, everyone puts the blame game. And that's when people go down. And they go down heavy.
These guys won their comp when they
Damn.
got elected, so hey, why not take advantage of it? He plays fast and big, and he has the cash and the credit to turn out your lights. And upstairs, he takes free soap, shampoo, and towels, free private jets, and $2 million of our money.
That's why a billionaire's a billionaire. You don't make money without being a cheapskate. I'm telling you right now. That's a fact right there, ladies and gentlemen.
He didn't think of it as winning 10,000. He thought of it as losing 90,000. Until he dropped his winnings back and gave up $1 million of his own cash. The longer they play, the more they lose. In the end, we get it all. In Vegas, everybody's got to watch everybody else. The floormen are watching the boxmen. The pit bosses are watching the floormen, watching the casino manager, and the eye in the sky is watching us all.
Thank you. Very nice.
Told you I was hot today.
Faces up here, dude. Faces up here.
Let's go. This is for Ginger. Come on.
Sure, appreciate it. Take care, Steve. Take care. What do you mean, what's the matter, man? made a lot of money for you. I want my cut.
What money? I've seen you stealing from me.
Don't let us steal anything from you.
Get lost, you jerk. Get lost!
Get lost?
Yes.
Get lost?
Yes.
I've been told, baby, you've been told I won't be no fool.
Someone's in love.
What a move. I fell in love right there. But in Vegas, for a girl like Ginger, love costs money. Ginger's mission in life was money.
Hey, Ginger, how you doing?
Great, and I have something for you. You got me covered? And
For you there.
Best liked and most respected hustlers in town. Ginger had the hustler's code.
Take one for you.
Look, I never understood, right? Like, look, I love going to the casino myself. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Yeah. But the thing is, I never understood why we as humans, we have decided that going to the casino, throwing our money away, hoping we can win something, even if every now and then we get wins, we lose 95% of the time, but yet that 5% always stimulates our brain and activates some sort of, I don't know what it is, but it activates something in our brain. It stimulates, and then it activates and then tells us, oh, we can go back and win it again. We can go back or we can make a living off this. You can't make a living off it. The only living you can make from a casino if you work for it or own one. That's it. That's literally it, guys.
6,800. Thanks.
It's Kickback City.
Thank you. You too.
She took care of the dealers,
Mitch.
pit bosses, floor managers. Ginger took care of the parkers because they took care of the security guards who took care of the Metro cops. They had to pay off the hotel manager just to get the concession.
Yeah, right.
I want you to understand that I am looking out for you in this thing, okay? You're gonna get yours back.
The Ginger I knew wouldn't even look at this creep.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Careful.
I mean, the guy was always broke. He always had a story. And somehow she could never turn him down.
He probably
What
blew his
Ginger
car
saw, I
up.
guess, was somebody had to take care of him.
Oh,
But
he's gonna
nobody
take
had
care
to
of
take
it.
care of Nicky. And that's why every badge back home wanted to nail him.
These things beautifully, and I would appreciate.
There we go. Beautiful.
I mean, that's what worried me. As it turns out,
Oh, there are? What's that? Huh? What's that?
Jennifer and Nick, dear friends of mine. After we ate, we left Jennifer and Ginger alone and we took a ride to talk.
What do you think about me moving out here?
You can get into debt on your
Even the coppers aren't afraid to bury people out in the desert here.
I don't care. I want to get away from back home for a while. There's nobody here to see us. Everybody's back home.
Nick, I gotta tell you, I got pinched twice for no reason.
I'm especially not going to involve you in anything.
That could be the. Ooh, that could be the writing on the wall right there. It could be good. It could be bad.
Pimps, and drug dealers I could shake down. I mean,
It's
it was all
going
about
too
the kids,
easy.
you know.
It's going too smooth.
And Nicky, being Nicky, he made his presence known.
That's why the bosses sent me out here. They wanted me to make sure none of the other crews robbed the joint.
over here.
Yeah, over here with them.
Yeah, looking for Carmine.
He was here before. I saw him. He had a suitcase and everything, and then he left.
Carmine's out.
I think, maybe he went across the street or somewhere else.
Forgot to sign their papers.
They don't need those anymore.
Out of respect, everybody else, watch out. You can spot these assholes by watching the way they bet. Like this guy. But in the end, they're all greedy. I saw that the dealer was weak, but he wasn't in on it. He just wasn't protecting his hand. Now here's this guy reading the dealer's hole card and signaling his
Ah.
This is Mr. Rock. Give me Armstrong and Friday over at Pit right away.
Dodgy bastards. Come with me, buddy.
BJ 19, second base. They wish they really did have a heart attack.
Cheater's justice.
Holy.
I'm just curious. I saw you shuffling your checks with your right hand. You do it with your left hand?
Well, I never tried.
You're right.
Holy.
That's a lot of money to be counting out in public.
Look what they did to my hand, man.
You can either have the money and the hammer, or you can walk out of here. You can't have both.
Badass. That's
Come on, man, I just
badass.
tell the cops you got hit by a car. For a guy who likes sure things, I was about to bet the rest of my life on a real long shot.
We're not getting any younger.
Here we go.
I think it's time.
I know what he's gonna ask.
I'm trying to marry you.
See, there it is.
You want to marry me?
You know me 2-3 months. What do you know?
I'm 43 years old. I don't want to wait.
But I just don't have those kind of feelings for you.
Oh.
Understand?
All heartbroken.
We could set up some kind of foundation based on that mutual respect. You know, I'll take care of you better than you'd ever imagine.
What are you pitching me?
That's what I said. Want to take a chance?
That's a yes.
When I married Ginger, I knew all the stories.
It was typical Ace. He invited the biggest people in town and he knew they'd show.
Can you feel me look into your heart?
See, things are going too well at the
Can you
moment.
feel me in the pit of your stomach?
And this is what I was waiting for in The Sopranos. I'm telling you right now, shit's about to hit the fan.
Don't make me come there.
That's exactly what I said.
This is the best thing I can do for my life right now.
That's right. You're going to be situated just right in Vegas. Come on, this is great for us.
I've been with Lester since I was a kid.
One part of your life is over with. Right?
Okay.
A day made.
It's all my stuff.
Holy sh**. What a wardrobe.
So do you think it's too much if I wear these all on the same day?
Do whatever you want. You shouldn't keep this in the house. We got to put it in the bank.
Come on. Can I keep this one in the house?
All this stuff doesn't mean anything. Money, this doesn't mean anything without trust.
Oh, it's leading up to it. Whatever happens.
Put $2 million in cash in a Los Angeles bank under the name of Mr. and Mrs. Tom Collins. I gave Ginger the only key to the cash that could get me back alive.
And this is just a signature card.
So once she signs those papers, she'll be the only person to have total access.
You must really trust your wife. Tell you the truth, so many of my clients don't.
See, but that's the thing. Do you really trust it? Maybe she is the one that conspires to... Because we saw at the beginning him getting blown up, yeah? I don't know, man. When there's money involved, you just don't know.
I mean, I wish to God Nicky and his whole crew would just get lost.
So I'm lucky. Not allowed to get lucky in this place.
Lucky all week. I'm looking to nail you. Good. How are you? You want to do me a favor? You want to take your feet off the table and put your shoes back on?
Sir, you're going to have to leave. You mind accompanying us outside?
Later, I get the call.
Hey, you go over there right now. You apologize. You better hope he lets you back in. This guy obviously doesn't know who he was talking to. You understand? He doesn't know that we're dear friends.
This is not going to end
I mean,
right,
he's
man.
already hurt, but,
I can see what's going to
If you
happen.
could do me a favor, let him back in. I swear to you, he'll never get out of line again. I promise you. Understand? Over here and apologize. Okay, get the fuck here. I'm sorry. This is the only town in the country where a bookie joint is legit. So why not take advantage, right?
I soon had the best operation on the strip. You gotta watch yourself. There's a lot of heat on you already.
Why, somebody's complaining?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
All right.
Yep, he warned you. Getting close to 10
Back
o'clock
home, they
here.
would have put me in jail for what I'm doing. But my greatest pleasure was watching my wife, Ginger, work the room. They all loved her.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thanks.
And you're a lucky man, Mr. Rothstein.
Oh, didn't like that. Didn't like that.
He was a young kid from the casino. Ginger had that effect on people. I think she even encouraged them. I was able to concentrate on what I knew best.
Loose machines are right back over there.
There are 3 ways of doing things around here. The right way, the wrong way, and the way that I do it. Don't thank me, just do it. You're the slots manager. I shouldn't have to tell you this. So I ended up working, what, 18-hour days?
18-hour days.
Nicky managed to get himself banned from every casino in Las Vegas.
Will be ejected from any casino in Las Vegas. And the casinos can be...
You can't even set foot in the parking lot. That's how serious it is.
It just didn't sink into his head about the Black Book and what it meant. Etched your name into the brains of every cop and FBI agent in the state. I mean, you're listed in there with Al Capone. But Nicky didn't care.
I gotta do something. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm staying here.
I think one or two things could happen with Nicky, right? Nicky can turn and do a lot of nasty things, or Nicky will learn how to deal with all this shit and change his approach to everything. Well, quite enjoyable film, isn't it?
It started knocking over high rollers, casino bosses, bookmakers. I had Sal Frisco, a great second story guy, Jack Hardy, and I opened up my own jewelry store too, the Gold Rush.
Okay.
I didn't like the people
Right,
I was
he's gonna
ripping
get
off
himself
looking at me,
into
I used
so
to turn
much
the
trouble.
pictures around.
He's honestly gonna get himself into so much trouble. Fuck's sakes, man.
Ready out now?
Yes, don't worry. All right.
He had tipsters all over town. Nicky was grabbing everything he could. Nobody out there was expecting a guy like him.
Whenever we got local merch, we'd usually send it to Palm Springs or Arizona, LA. I actually turned my bedroom into a bank vault where I kept the choice stuff. Give all the guys in your crew a piece of that?
Took care of everybody.
Yeah? I mean, you will try to push it through, won't you, Mr. Clark?
Yes.
I mean, you gotta understand, I'm giving you 50,000 cash.
Yeah, Nicky loved restaurants. He was a real restaurant buff. Politicians, showgirls, and movie stars hanging out all over the place.
How are you, man?
And this is Stacy.
Stacy?
This is Nick.
Pleasure.
We're gonna have dinner.
Secret. See, Milk back here was pure white. Out here, they got that pink feel. You know what I mean?
I lift it.
Yeah, right. I thought she was gonna drive.
I don't care what the hell you do to get him. You understand? Take care of it, Remo.
He was one of the toughest Irishmen I ever met. Some stamina, don't he? This son of a bitch was tough. Don't make me have to do this, please. Come on. Don't make me be a bad guy. Come on.
Charlie M.
Charlie M.
Charlie M.
Nicky was the new boss of Las Vegas.
Charlie M.
I really
You
think
wait, you didn't see that you were being set up on a second wind?
I really think you're overreacting. I regret this, Mr. Rothstein.
I'll regret it even more if I keep you on.
This is not the way to treat people.
The guy's history, as far as I'm concerned.
History.
You can't just fire him. Webb's his brother-in-law. Uncle's chief judge. His brother-in-law runs the county commission. I don't know how many other relatives.
This could be a bad mistake.
Like everything else in this place, you don't do it yourself, it never gets done.
Where are you going?
You know how long that's going to take? I don't care how long it takes. Put an equal amount in each muffin.
I need to talk to you. I need some money.
Why don't you take it out of your account? There's a lot there.
Well, I would, you know. Sam, it's just that...
Who's fighting? I mean, tell me what it's for.
Probably for a
Now I
lawyer.
want you to tell me. Why do you want it? That's all I'm asking. Am I not entitled to ask that? I have to be able to trust you with my life. You understand?
Trust me.
Good, so then you can tell me what the money is for.
Not good.
Yeah, she's leaving him back now.
Wow. Wow. You're screwed. Jesus Christ. No, I don't want to see what happens now.
How you doing, Les? It's Lester, right? Sam,
You know that's his money.
the golf hustler,
Ooh.
pimp from Beverly Hills. Here, take mine too. Go ahead, take it. Because you already have hers. Look at me. You did know that, didn't you? You knew she was my wife. Next time, bring a pistol. That way you got a chance. Now, you want to do me a favor? Get out of here.
Well, darling, I guess it's best that...
He didn't say don't get married. I'll be right down. We'll get married. He didn't say that to you, did he? Come here. I want to show you something.
That's what happens when you marry a hoochie. That's what happens when you marry a hoochie, and that's what happens when you marry someone who's involved with some real serious hitters. Why is she crying like that? What the f?
He didn't want to do it himself. Oh, no. He didn't want to get his own hands dirty. I told him all about this guy before we ever got married. Friend of mine, I was trying to help, so what?
I think he's crazy about you. I mean, he really loves you. He does.
Come on. So he put aside some jewelry for me.
You mean like a lot of expensive jewelry?
You want to steal it? Well, it's worth about $1 million, maybe more.
Well, there you go. What does that tell you? Does that tell you the guy's crazy about you or what?
I should have never married.
Well, you knew what you were getting into. You knew what you were getting into. And he knew what he was getting into with her. Like, heck, what? It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck about to happen.
You know, you can't trust the snake.
You're all snakes. You're all snakes.
You know, I think you should try to make the best of it now. Go slow, you know. Look, I'll try to find out what the hell's going on. When I see him, I'll talk to him.
Okay.
You're a beautiful girl. You don't want to ruin your looks. I've seen a lot of girls get shot to hell. Come on now, I don't want to see you unhappy.
Bro, f***ing hell, honestly, like, this is so... Nicky, you're man.
Mr. Rothstein, I'm Pat Whale. How do you do? Hey, it is a pleasure.
And if you'll think about our little problem along them lines.
I'm sorry, but he knew about our getting hit on 3 big machines in a row, and he did nothing about it. That means...
Better be sure we can prove them charges.
Believe me, if I could prove it, he would be under arrest.
But he is my brother-in-law.
I know who you are, but I cannot do that.
Mr. Rothstein, your people never will understand the way it works out here. Let me tell you something, partner. You ain't home. But that's where we're going to send you if it hair-lips the governor.
Sorry.
You bet.
For my ulcer, I take a half of one of these. A half one of these, and that's when I have extreme pain.
Like I'm sleeping with the guy.
Yeah, how do I know? Not for me, at least for Amy.
Okay.
Tiger, you're stronger than I am.
I can understand what she's saying, right? I can understand what she's saying, yeah. But you got to realize when you've got these leech in your life who all they want to do is take money and borrow money off you and then just use your nice nature, that's where you draw the line. That, because you get dragged into this dog yourself that someone has got themselves into, and then your life is ruined because of it. See, and now she's helping her. He's helping her.
The bosses noticed that the suitcases were getting a little light.
That the money we're robbing is being robbed? That somebody's robbing from us?
The money we're robbing? Someone's robbing us?
It's my balls.
But you go try and make these hard-headed old greaseballs understand that.
What else? I did roast gaff.
The only trouble was Piscana was a disaster.
I'm all over the money out of my own pocket and I never get anything back.
It turned out Phil Green, Mr. Integrity, had a partner nobody knew about from the Tangiers.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because you're
I'm not wrong.
Yeah?
So she sued him in court.
The court will now hear the matter of the plaintiff, Anna Scott.
I believe he was absolutely fair, and I'm delighted with the decision.
We got a problem.
She was doing pretty good with her lawsuit. The boys back home decided to settle the case out of court instead.
Scott, what are you talking about? She was found last night, shot in the head.
Instead of the cops only looking at Nicky, they started looking at Green, too.
Green's here about 2-3 times a month, and he's busy with other real estate deals.
My responsibilities are to run the day-to-day operations. I am the boss when Mr. Green is away.
You can't let this concern you, Ace. Don't worry about that stuff.
Want something to drink? Charlie, you want a refill?
And I explained to you that there was the possibility you might have to.
I think I want my money back.
What are you going to do, strong-arm me?
Hopefully, you'll be coming out of your coma. That's what I do.
He's a square guy, for Christ's sakes. You can't treat him like that. He's gonna run to the FBI.
What is it with you? All of a sudden, you try to tell me what to do all the
I'm
time.
not trying to tell you what to do, but you...
The more I feel like you just don't want to go along with me, is that it?
No, I
you
don't
should
want
say
to come.
so.
I'm nice and quiet. That's it.
Be quiet like this. I'm the boss. I've been treating a lot of people with a lot of disrespect, even your own wife. You throw her out.
Just stay away from her. It's none of your business, okay? There are certain things you don't...
I knew what he wanted, and I didn't want any part of it. Nicky wanted to take over. Plus, he had stopped asking permission from back home for every little thing. A lawyer. His name was in every one of those newspapers. Nicky was questioned and...
Coppers blame me for everything that went wrong out here. And I mean everything.
Everybody's talking about it. They're making a big deal out of it. It's in all the papers. You gotta tell them to take care of things a little better.
Well, tell me I was at least at the dinner. Allow me that much.
Casino executive Sam Ace Rothstein accused the state's top gaming officials of corruption, long suspected of running the Tangiers without a gaming license.
He knows all those guys he yelled at friends of ours. What's the matter with him? However he runs things, it's got to be quiet. Let him hide upstairs in the office. Whatever job he takes, make sure it's something quiet.
I'm here to help. What's the matter with you? You're gonna bury us both. Okay, and that's it.
I know, but everything's
Fuck's
changed.
sakes.
Talking about a divorce, you're even
This is
asking for
crazy.
alimony payments.
And right back to me. Right back to me. We're finding some other excuse to come.
He said if it didn't work out between us that I could get my things and I could leave.
As much as I wanted, I could never reach her. That's not what happened. It just didn't work out that way.
Everything all right?
I mean, what could we do?
Mrs. Sam Rothstein, please.
I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Rothstein have checked out already.
Mr. and Mrs. Rothstein?
Yes, they
Wow.
both checked out.
Thank you.
Wow.
My wife is with an old friend of hers in L.A. some old life.
Got a number and an address.
Hello?
Who's calling?
This is Sam Rothstein. I want to talk to Ginger. Put her on the phone. I want my kid back. I want to put on a plane immediately.
Okay, good. I'll call you
Right away.
I'll call you right.
In front of the kid, you absolute.
Okay, you got what? $2 million in that box. Hey, you got a minute? Hey.
In front of the kid.
He's got two-
You're
All right. You let him keep your jewels. We take the cash, and the only other thing he cares about, get this fucking kid back. Shut your mouth. You know where she gets this from? Yes, it was on the phone.
Called you right here.
Just talk to him.
So he knows where you are.
Go, go!
Just relax. Nobody's killing anybody. Exactly an hour on this phone. I'll see what I can do.
At this number, you're gonna be there, right?
I'll be here.
You coked up bitch. I was feeling sorry for them until they started doing that in front of the kid. Nah. I've never sworn so much in a movie. Oh, my blood is boiling. My blood is boiling, I tell you.
Ginger called me. Just told you she called me.
What you want? Yeah, they're gonna kidnap my kid. What do you want?
I know. Why didn't you come to me?
Now, what am I gonna do with this woman?
You know, assure her that she's gonna be all right. She'll come back. You know, but you get the kid back here. She wants to come back. That's the main thing here.
I'm not gonna ask you where you are. Just please put Amy on a plane. Just put her on right away. Any plane to get her here right away.
Do you think you could forgive me?
I don't know. I gotta tell you, I don't know.
Right, I understand that.
What about the money? Where's the box?
I gotta tell you,
They're all of them.
Made some
All of them.
mistakes and I
All of
spent
them are.
And the rest of the $2 million is still there?
yeah, I got the rest.
Okay, no big deal. That's okay. Where are you? I'll send a plane for you right away. The good part was I had Amy back. So we went home, had the housekeeper stay over. $25,000 for 3 suits? That doesn't make much sense. I mean, how could you get fitted that fast? I can't get fitted that fast. I pay twice as much.
We're working it out.
Yeah, but I've been told before we're working it out. What you just put me through with Amy is a favor to me.
Yeah, the she's put you through, I understand that, but you realize this was a train wreck before it even developed into having kids and marriage. Like, it was a train wreck, man. Absolute train wreck. You know the way she was, and she knew the way he was. Not the way he was, because he's actually a nice fella. But the fact is, he's involved with a lot of people that have deep, serious ties. And you know what she's like too. She loves to throw herself around. And she's got an addiction to drugs.
You want to get rid of me? Here I am. Go ahead, get rid of me.
I want you to come with me now. Come with me now. I want you out of here. I'll get your money. Don't worry.
The arrangement is over. I'm taking Amy.
You're not taking it.
I am. I'm waking her up right now.
You're not getting away with this. You're not gonna take me out of my hands.
Uh-oh. Probably with a knife. She's going to try and stab you. She's a cokehead, man. She's got her hands in her pockets, bro. I feel sorry for any one of you that are watching that you have to I feel sorry for you guys. I honestly do. My heart goes out to you. And people that are suffering, that are watching this, suffering with drug addiction. I feel sorry for you guys too. And just know that you need to get that help. You need to get help. You need someone to help you.
I realized I didn't want to give her the money because if I did, I knew I'd never see her again.
So what happens when you have kids with someone that you don't...
From now on, I have to know where you and Amy are at all times. Here's a beeper. I want you to keep it on you. Okay?
Listen, two people don't get along at some point, you gotta call it. I mean, it's none of my business, but...
You know somebody at the bank could help me get my jewelry out? My money in there, and I'd be willing to take care of anybody who helped me out. He holds that key so tight, he's probably got it stuck up his ass. And then he'd have tracked me down, and he'd have killed me.
No, he wouldn't. You did the right thing.
I did what you told me to.
Yes, you did.
Because you always tell me to changed.
You did. He ain't the same person, right?
I feel like she got worse with him and he got worse with her. That's what I'm saying. Like, he just wants to have sex with her. Nikki just wants to have sex with her. Nikki, she's a manipulator.
That's what you want, isn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
That's what you want?
See, look.
Yes, it came from your pen, dear, but not from your heart.
Crazy.
Fantastic.
You think that money can pay?
Gotcha.
This is great for the boss.
Answer in your last letter that says we must part.
Unbelievable. They're now.
You didn't answer your beeper.
I threw it away. Where's Amy?
I put her to bed.
Oh, I got your cigarettes.
So who'd you go to lunch with?
With Jennifer.
Where'd you go?
I had a salad.
What did Jennifer have? I want you to call Jennifer. I want you to tell her to tell you what you had for lunch, and I'm going to listen in on the other.
The line's busy. There's nobody there.
She honestly thinks that he's stupid, honestly. Like, it's crazy.
Hello, Jennifer. It's Sam.
I didn't have lunch with Jennifer.
I had sex with Nikki.
I know you were with somebody. Who was it? I just hope it's not someone who I think it might. Jesus, Nikki was the worst thing she could have done. She was very convincing when she wanted to be. And this is how she backed them off.
You understand? I don't want him bringing beefs back home.
It got to the point when he walked into the place, he didn't know whether he was going to be kissed or killed.
I want you to tell me the truth, mind you.
Even though I knew that by lying to Gaji, I could wind up getting killed too.
I ain't seen anything like that.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm asking you, Frankie, to keep an eye on Nikki. Frankie, you're a good boy.
Thanks, Reba.
He asked me again about you and the Jew's wife.
Walk. I don't trust them anymore, but they never okay anything, you know? A couple of guys that dig a hole in the desert, then let them show you where it's at. And you make it disappear, you know what I mean?
Hey, just let me know, but you gotta be ready.
Well, what did I say? I told you guys, it's not going to end well for him. It's not going to end well.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
He's on his way home.
Amy! Amy, open the door! What happened? Who did this to you?
Mommy.
You don't know? What time did your mother do this? When did she leave?
I don't know.
Nick?
Yeah, what are you doing? You okay?
No, I'm not okay. How'd you know I was here?
Well, listen. Ginger's over here at the Leaning Tower with me.
She's there with you?
Coming over.
Right.
Gonna be out for a little while. I mean, she was asleep. I was gonna be right back.
Get up and be a mother, get in the car and go to the house right now. Get up and get in the car.
I wouldn't
Get
do
up.
that if I were...
Get up.
I wouldn't do
Get
that.
Go. Get up!
Now, Billy Sugar, please put him on. You got a gun at home. Yeah, bring it over here right away. Okay, right away.
Leave it where it is.
Ginger, this is a dangerous situation. Be very careful.
She's a manipulator, I'm telling you. That's what she does. She does it to get her f***ing way.
Get her out of here.
Let's go. I'm going to the FBI. I'm not scared anymore.
All right.
She's
Be
dead.
Careful. Yeah.
She's dead.
Careful. Hey.
She's dead.
What you do? I mean, she threw herself at you, right?
She manipulated you.
I already left the kid with neighbors and had about $1 million in cash.
me!
neighborhood.
Don't you threaten me!
Hey.
Go back inside. This is none of your business.
Calms down. I will let her
I
out.
am calm.
If she calms down.
You wouldn't believe how mean he's... I just have to get this one more thing, and then we can go. And it would be great if you guys could just follow me out of here, because he's been threatening me.
She's dead.
I just need to pick up a little cash inside. Could you come with me?
Charlotte, you've got to stop her.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. I'd like to help, but I can't.
Legally, she can't take that stuff.
I'm surprised that car can still freaking operate.
I'm gonna need a bag. If you could just ask the guy for the big bag, okay? Yeah, just hold the top open, all right? And I can...
Hold on a second. Can't stop her for speeding? I mean, look what the hell she's doing.
We're talking to you right now.
Nothing we can do. Let's do it.
She's now.
Ginger didn't tell him anything, but by then, the feds didn't need her anyway.
But it was his mind.
Between Nikki, Ginger, me and my license.
You know why? Because when you do the wrong thing, eventually it catches up to you. There you go.
Phone call, but you don't have to talk to us.
Over to the alarm. The master accountant. All those papers seized, regardless of what's up.
Oh, yes. Here we are.
All right, I'm willing to tell you whatever you want to know. I've got nothing to hide here.
Everybody's names, addresses, dates, everything.
Those are my mother's books.
Remember what he said? Even his mum, like, just telling him, stop being an idiot, stop being an idiot. He wrote everything down. I can't know, I swear. See? That's what money does, man. That's what cash does to you.
And at the end of the day, they finally came to see me with the pictures. I didn't want to look at the guys who brought them either.
There he is.
The bosses were arrested. Some of them were so old they needed doctors at their arraignment.
And pretrial.
Okay, now, did you realize what we saw with a certain director who got in trouble? He got in trouble, and then a month later or so, he was pretending to be like this as well. Do we know a certain director who did that? I think we know who did that as well.
See, when something like this happens, you know how things are going to work out.
Stone is a good kid. Stand-up guy just like his own man.
Why take a chance? I gotta have a conversation with the guy.
The first one to skip was John Nance. He thought nobody would find him there. Anybody who knew anything wound up getting whacked.
After Ginger took off, she wasn't much help to anybody.
And she was killed. They killed her.
He said they gave her a hot dose.
Wow. Ah, is this where we saw his car blow up?
No matter what the feds or the papers might have said about my car bombing, whoever it was, they put the dynamite under the passenger's side. But what they didn't know was that that model car was made with a metal plate under the driver's seat. The only thing that saved my life.
Huh.
Bombing was never authorized, but I suspect I know who lit the fuse.
It took months for everything to calm down.
Frank, I can't hold. He's still breathing. Still breathing. Leave him alone.
You got this upon yourself. You brought it upon yourself, mate.
So they made an example of him and his brother. They buried him while he was still breathing.
Watch out!
They had other ideas for me.
It wasn't even them. That was, it wasn't even them that did it. So I thought it was them the whole time that put that out on him. But it wasn't. No. It wasn't. And this is what I'm saying, because he was always trying to do the right thing, yeah? And it was necessary. It was Nikki. It was him that was getting him into all this trouble and making with him, and then his wife as well. And I think those bosses knew that. Let's just see the outcome. Let's see if it wasn't them. Let's just confirm it, yeah?
You sure are lucky, mister. The town will never be the same. The big corporations took it all over. Hey, it's like checking into an airport. And if you order room service, you're lucky if you get it by Thursday. Today, it's all gone. You got a whale show up with $4 million in a suitcase. But in the end, I wound up right back where I started. And I could still make money for all kinds of people back home.
There you go.
And why mess up a good thing?
Yep. Robert De Niro is one of the most magnificent actors I've ever seen in my life. Honestly, man. It is honestly crazy how amazing Robert De Niro is at acting, man. I'm still stunned of just how someone can be so perfect at their job. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Alright, guys, let's just say that when it comes to casinos and things like that, there's no morals inside of this. Let me just say, guys, there's no morals inside of this. Inside of the movie itself, okay, alright, I lied. There's a couple of things, yeah? And the thing is, be careful. Be careful who you trust in this world, right? It's not really a moral, just be careful who you trust in this world and don't ever let your guard down. I feel like a lot of people inside of this movie got manipulated into so many things, and one of the biggest manipulators of it all was the wife, yeah? And Nicky as well was someone that bit off more than he could chew, and you can say that's a moral too. I mean, don't bite off more than you chew. Don't order more than what your eyes say. And what that means is that if you think enough is enough, but something's telling you you want more money, then that's when you stop. That's when you stop. And I feel like money got to their heads, a lot of them. Money got to their heads, and you could see it. You could see it build them, because at the beginning, there wasn't a lot of money coming through. At the beginning, it was just a simple, he knew, he just explained it. He literally just explained it to us. He knew that, like, he had a gift when it comes to picking the right things to bet on, yeah? He had a knack for it. And that's how he started doing things like that, yeah? And, okay, that's fine, I understand that. But then it started getting a rush into his head, and everything started to get worse. And then what happens when there's too much heat? People get thrown straight into their fire. And that's what happened at the end. That's what happened at the end. The big bosses up the top said, hey, we're gonna be getting taken down here. You know what? A dead man speaks no words. And that's exactly what happened right now at the end. They killed him. They killed the people that they thought that would be talking. And yeah, that was the end of it. That was the end of it. For me, the reason why I enjoyed this, because I was thinking these guys were the top dogs until I started watching it more. And I realized that these were just the so-called officers inside of the mafia, yeah? Because you have the different ranks, yeah? And these guys were just the officers, yeah? And if you think about it, the main character himself, the guy that plays Robert De Niro, the character he plays, he, if you think about it, he did some dodgy things, but he was trying to do the most fairest things out of all of them, yeah? And I think that came in the end, that kept him alive, really. I know that Nicky tried to kill him, yeah, but the big bosses weren't. I thought it was, but as we saw at the end, no. Because what happened was, the big bosses knew that he had a talent when it comes to betting and things like that, and they used that at the end for him to just make their money, yeah, and continue to make their money from the comfort of his house. So I think in the end, that's what saved his his life, yeah, from not getting killed. And also, Nicky's an idiot because him sleeping with one of the officers inside of the ranks when it comes to the mafia, sleeping with his wife, it doesn't flow. And from what I've seen in The Sopranos, it doesn't. Things don't turn out good when that happens. When it comes to, from what I've seen in The Sopranos is my favorite TV show of all time. I've seen every episode like 10 million times. Last year there was a stage where at night time to go to sleep I would watch one episode, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I love these sort of mafia type of movies, but this one was different, and it's like I said, it's from the perspective of the ranks. Yeah, it's in the ranks. They were basically like the people that said yes sir, okay sir, no worries sir, and they did the activities. They got the money for them, everything like that. Usually the movies they show about the big bosses, yeah, but this, no, they were showing about the officers, yeah, the officers inside the ranks. So I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. Like I said, the acting was magnificent. But Robert De Niro's acting is just... I can see why Hollywood absolutely loved Robert De Niro and still do. But I can see why. He's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, what we saw... What we've been seeing with Robert De Niro in the movie so far just been sensational. So this was just perfection, absolutely perfection, and hopefully you guys did enjoy it. For me, you know what? I'm giving this 10 out of 10. I'm giving this 10 out of 10. For me, it was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoyed it. Just enough of not too violent either, which was good. Just the right amount of violence, which is really, really good. So yeah, for me guys, it's 10 out of 10. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Let me know in the comment section down below if you did. Go check it out in full over on Patreon, and I'll speak to you guys tomorrow where both Tanya and I will be recording. Bye guys, take it easy.